So what's up, guys? I want to make a quick review on this LED light I bought from Amazon. Neewer LED T100. Small little compact light that I bought, and I wanted to use it for like weddings, you know, just to put up for like the toast when it's low light. I wanted it to be a little bit, not noticeable, or just something small so it's not too overwhelming, easy to carry. Like I said, it's things like the size of an iPad mini. I thought this was perfect. I can slide it in my bag, 2 of these, 2 MP batteries, I'm good to go. But I'm sad to say that this thing is trash. It sucks. It's not bright enough. I could put it all the way up and I still wouldn't get a decent lighting off of it. So just to give you an idea, I have an MP battery over here. I'm gonna light it up for you so you can see what it looks like. But another thing I don't like, which I didn't like on my previous lights that I had, which were the Neewer 6600, the old style one, is it doesn't have a lock, for the MP battery. So if this thing is like, it's holding on now, but when you're moving it around, I don't know. I prefer to have something that locks. I don't really like when it doesn't have a lock. On the other one, on the 6600, that thing used to fall off if I tilted it too far back, or if I was doing like a shot, like a top down, and it went a little bit too low, it would tip down. I didn't like that at all. So I prefer to do a lock one. And the reason I don't like this thing is it's just not strong enough. It's not strong enough. The build on it is so cheap. It feels so cheap in your hand. It just the front diffuser, it's already looked like it's scratched up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's like a clear film over it, and it just feels cheap. Feels real cheap. Like for 20 bucks, I bought 2 of them. I'd rather return it, spend 40 because I bought 2 of them, and get one good light or one decent light for 40 bucks, another LED. Like I bought, let me compare this one to the this one here. So they're both Neewer, the Neewer name brand, so they're both Neewer. This one has an internal battery. This one has takes the MP battery. So that's why I thought, hey, this is better. I have a whole bunch of MP batteries. This thing, I love it. It's compact. The shield on it is like a glaze, so it does not scratch at all. And this one's actually smaller than this, puts out a better output than this, and it's slim. Look at this thing. No batteries. Charges via USB-C or regular micro USB. The buttons are the same on the back. They you could tell they came from the same factory, same buttons in the back. The LCD on this is bigger. The build on this is better. It's like I don't know, when you put it in your hand, it just feels like the fans are bigger. It feels a little bit better. The rim on it is better. It just feels better. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but this thing feels cheap. This has like a little power click on and click on button. I know that's gonna get messed up quick. This has more of a switch. So switch and then. So this one's actually charged a little bit. Maybe I could show you with this one. So this is the Neewer 116A. So this is the Neewer 116A. So this is 56K all the way bright. So 56K all the way bright. 56K all the way bright. Put it right under my eye. 56K. Put it right on top of me and get an idea of what it looks like. Put it right in front of the camera. Oh, it looks pretty good right in front of the camera. I never even thought about putting a light right there. Let me see. So this is all the way bright. So this is as bright as it's gonna get. All the way bright. All right. So let's turn that bad boy off. 56K. So this is just 56K. Another thing, the color on this Neewer one, this T100, is kind of off. Doesn't really cast the same 56K as that one does. So let's put this mount on. So I'm gonna put this mount on. Let's get that MP battery on. Oh, I really do hate playing these freaking batteries. 100% 56K. So see, this is what I mean. Like, I'm tilting it back a little bit and forward while trying to put it on the shoe mount, and 56K all the way up. So it's not as bright. It's actually bigger, and it's not throwing out. It doesn't feel like the 56K. It's actually, and believe it or not, it's actually, this one's more annoying to look at. I don't know why, but I don't know why this one was not as, oh no, I don't know what it is, but yeah, 56K. It just doesn't look the same. I'll put them both up in front of me. I'm give you an idea. So brightness level all the way up. So the brightness level is all the way up. See it all the way up. So what is this one? T100, 116, all the way up brightness. And they're both supposed to be at 56K. So I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little different of a hue. Look at this. Look at my face. Alright. So, like I said, I wouldn't recommend it. I just think it feels too cheap. It's not bright enough. If you are looking for like key lights to put in the background or to give a little bit, like, you see that lamp over there? I would probably use this as like to extend that light. Like if you wanted to give it more of a glow. So I would probably do something like this if I wanted to extend this. If you were doing other kind of work, for weddings, I wouldn't use it. And then do something like that where if you were using it for like something else, like if you're doing, you know, I don't know, if you're shooting, I don't know, a commercial or something and you want to use it more like to extend the light, I would probably do something like that with that light. I wouldn't use it to bright up a room. It just, I mean, I'm in a 12 by 16 room and it barely lights this thing up. So yeah, I wouldn't use it for that. I wouldn't recommend it. Now this one, on the other hand, the only downfall to this one is that it's an internal battery. So you forget to charge this thing, you're assed out. I mean, it does charge fast. It takes about an hour to charge. In about half an hour, you got half a battery. But it dies fast. So it only lasts about, I want to say, it lasts, how long did this thing last when I tested it? It lasted about an hour and like 10 minutes around there. So on a full charge, so on a half a charge. That was all the brightness all the way up too. So if you bring the brightness down, you can get probably a little bit more of that. I want to say like an hour and a half, but I just wouldn't want to, I wouldn't feel safe, you know, taking this to a wedding and then this thing dies in the middle of a speech or something, you know. I would want something with a bigger battery. Like if this lasted at least 2.5 hours, then I'll feel safe with it, because you're not doing speeches for 2.5 hours. I can do a review on this one actually. It's not a Neewer, but this has the same exact build as this little one here, but in a bigger form. So this company here, Relono, they're actually, I want to say this is made by Neewer, because this thing looks exactly the same button, text on the side, same everything, to be honest. But I don't know. But this one here, this will last 2 hours. A little bit bigger, that's why I was looking for something smaller. That's why we got that one. I really wanted this thing to work. I really wanted this thing to be bright enough, because I was trying to, you know, these are the ones I use now, and I was trying to have like a backup in case anything, you know, on this one. But or I just wanted to replace these big ones completely and just use these little ones. But this only lasts about an hour, so I didn't feel safe with that. I wanted this to be as bright as that one, because I got these big NP batteries, NP 970. This thing is about, how many, yeah, almost 8,000 milliamps on it. So I was like, all right, this thing, bam, we got this. But it's just not bright enough. Like, this cannot light up a room at all. Just to show you, let me close the shades here. Dark ass room. This is what this thing does I'm pointing it down, I'm pointing it to the room. If I put it over here, try to light myself up over there. Try to light the camera area over there. Yeah, it's just not bright enough. Now watch this, right? So right here, this is as bright as it goes too. So this is as bright as it goes. So, all right. Now watch this one. Now look at this. This one here, brightening up the whole room. Pretty much looks identical. If I wanted to go all the way over here, I mean, obviously it's not gonna be pitch black like this, but yeah. So yeah, that's my conclusion. Don't buy the 100T or the T100. I'll put it down in the description. Buy this one if you only need it to light up for about an hour. This one's $40, $42. In my opinion, these things, they're kind of useless. I'd rather have, for the same $20 I paid for this, I can, or 20 and then another one 40. I could have just bought a small LED that does, then put a brighter output, and I could use it for more different purpose, probably like a RGB one. Like, so I'm gonna return it. But hey, trying to give you guys an insight on some of these lights. But all right, I'm out. Peace.